Hey, my people, welcome to Diary of a Coach, episode 22. The title today is Streamline Your Training and Personal Development. Streamline your training and personal development. I was talking with Rinret, Miriam Gofwan, 2 days ago, and she particularly requested this video. And by the way, it's possible for you to request a particular topic. If you want me to talk about a coaching issue, please pass me the request, send it in the comment section or send it to my DM. It's okay to ask me questions. People have been asking me questions privately from my previous sessions, so it's okay to ask me and I'll address them in subsequent videos. So Rinret particularly requested I talked about streamlining trainings and personal development. She used herself as an example. She said because she was so passionate about coaching, passionate about therapy, she found herself jumping from class to class, signing up for every training, both on credit and the one she's paid for. So she was jumping from training to training, class to class, wanting to do everything just because she felt she wanted to be equipped. You know, when you are consumed with your passion and enthusiasm, you just want to be equipped, you want to be trained, you want to know this, you want to know that, you want to do this, you want to do that. So it's very possible to jump into every bandwagon of training just because you think that you want to be equipped as a coach. Ladies and gentlemen, you may constipate if you jump into every training. I see people who sign up for soccer courses, and while it is financially to my advantage, I have seen that they just try to grab every course and training. And in grabbing every course and training, they come to a point where they are stuck because they are now confused. How do I use this training? What do I do with it? So it is usually not so recommended that you jump from training to training, jump from class to class, and jump from bandwagon to bandwagon. You don't need to. Let me give you a personal story. So in 2010 was the first time I officially had a formal training in the area of my work. I joined Lanre Olushola's class in 2010 and became a UK certified life coach. After that training, I did not do any until 2012. In 2012, I did Century Anger Management certification and I became a licensed anger management coach. And then in 2012, the same 2012, I did Talent Smart in the US and became a certified emotional intelligence coach. After that, the next training I did was my first level neuro-linguistics programming in JOS with Innocent Minds. That was in November 2014. So November 2014, I did NLP in JOS. By 2015 May, I enrolled for this level 2 NLP, which unfortunately I did not complete because I had to be in Lagos for an appointment. After that, the next training I did was then I did CAP. So in 2017, so you see the difference between 2015 when I abandoned level 2, I didn't do any training or certification until 2017 when I did my applied certified positive psychology CAP class. By the time I undertook that training, and then my next certification was 2018. 2018 was my positive psychiatry with University of Sydney in Australia. So, then I think 2017 mental health first aid training, and then 2018 my positive psychiatry certification with University of Sydney in Australia. So you could see that my trainings have an average of 18 months gap. If you observe from what I've said so far, most of my trainings have an average of 18 months gap in between. 12 months, 18 months, 12 months, 18 months. Now, why am I saying this? I'm not asking you to space your training into 12 months, 18 months. I'm not asking you to abandon training and pick one thing and start running. All I'm saying is you need to ask yourself the following questions. Number one, what skill set do I need now? How do you even determine a skill set you need? I personally have always pushed for develop skill set based on need and feedback. Depending on the work you're doing, the kind of demands that will be placed on your skills will come on you, and you'll get to know the gaps between where you are and where you should be. That should now determine the kind of trainings you should pursue. Don't just look for a list on the internet, or you see some friends are doing some certifications or courses and you just jump into their bandwagon. No, it does not work like that. For instance, I normally would tell people, don't go for a master's degree until the need for it has happened. You need to know what you want to do with your master's degree. Don't just apply for any master's. Any master's does not make sense. And like Puff Daddy said this morning on his Instagram post, you need to work with strategy, not emotions. Don't just be sentimental about training. Be strategic about training. When I was a core member in 2003, people used to come up to me, tell me about their rape cases. They were raped, they were molested, they were abused, they were this, they were that. I didn't have the skill set. That was what prompted me to start looking for the skill set. So you need to be driven by gaps, needs, and feedback for you to know the kind of trainings to do. That's number one. Number two, when you have attended a training, ask yourself, have I made the return on this investment? When for instance you have budgeted a set of trainings or a training and you have attended those trainings, before you jump into the next set of trainings, ask yourself, how much have I made from the ones I have even done? That's why I like what Steve Harris will say. Steve Harris will say, make the money from the training you have attended before you enter another training. Don't just be all about consuming. Reproduce based on what you have and have the capacity to go and do another training. So you need to make a lot of research on this area. Very, very, very important. Very, very important. So don't just jump into another training. In fact, I've always said this and I will say it again. If you're training in professional areas and you're not training in business areas, you will still lose. You will lose because you're technically sound, professionally sound, but you don't even know how to trade it. The merchandise of it, you don't have it. So as you're training yourself in NLP, training yourself in family systems, training yourself in emotional intelligence, anger management, life coaching, whatever you're doing, also be learning the business of it so that you can make the money back before you go for another training. And then the third question is, what kind of trainings will make me transcend? Most of us don't think of transcending. And what does it mean to transcend? It comes to a point where you should have saturated a particular level and you go up. Some of you don't attend trainings that makes you go up. You go to trainings that keep you at the same level, relating with the same people, relating in the same market, pursuing the same customers. You cannot continue like that. You must strategically attend trainings that make you transcend. So, this is where I'm going to stop with respect to this topic. My Oga here, Folake, says, any masters does not make sense. You need need-based schooling. Yes, we need to attend need-based schooling. Thank you for reinforcing that, my boss. I want to thank you for joining my video, Busayo Akinola. Franca, fine babe, thank you for joining. Deme, good to see you. Odusote, Chelsea, thank you. My Oga, Innocent Usa, thank you for joining. Emmanuel Agada, good to see you, my brother. Folake Vogan, Von Agumbiade, good to see you, my big sis. Tale, good to see you, my brother. Wale Daudu, good to see you. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining this video. Please, I want to beg you, kindly share this video. Please share all my videos. This is episode 22. If you have missed any episode, please make some time. Go back from episode 1 to episode 22. You can find them compiled on my IGTV on the handle S Obafemi. Today is Diary of a Coach episode 22. Streamline your training and personal development. Credit to Rinret, Miriam, Gofwan for inspiring this topic. Take care of yourself. Yes, Wale, you caught me live today. Congratulations. Okay, I'm out. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to share. I really would love it. God bless you. Bye.